My name is Christian Basil. Years ago, I had an idea. I got myself a TARDIS. Took it to new places, met a lot of new people, took some great pictures, and talked Doctor Who. From Krypton Radio and the creators of the Hanging With web show, this is the legend of the Traveling TARDIS. Join me on my latest adventures and become part of the legend. Wouldn't you know it, you come over here to watch another edition of The Legend of the Traveling TARDIS, and all of a sudden, a Dalek just shows up in your screen. Hello, everybody. Welcome again to The Legend of the Traveling TARDIS. We've got a special going on today. Definitely want to check it out here, because coming this June 12th over at Space Coast Comic-Con, which is taking place at the, I got to get it right, because I've messed it up a couple times, so sorry, Jake. The Holiday Inn Melbourne-Viera Conference Center. We're going to be giving you more information about that, and we are so happy that it has made a comeback over here because, like most of the conventions around in every area, there was some kind of little bug that came up, and then, wouldn't you know it, it just shut everything down. But we're happy to say that Space Coast Comic-Con is going to be returning this June 12th. And you know what? Without further ado, let me go ahead and start bringing in the team out here. Let's introduce our good friend, showrunner. And only because I'm stalling, because I can't get the button to flip over there, I want to introduce you, ladies and gentlemen, to my good friend, Jake Estrada, who is running Space Coast Comic-Con. How you doing there, Jake?
Good. With yourself, man?
Not bad there, dude. I've been waiting for this. And you know what? It's one day, but I'm glad we're getting it back off the ground. It's been a long time there. So 2020 happens. We had some kind of little, pandemic show up out here. And unfortunately, for 1 year, we had to skip out Space Coast Comic-Con. But now we're back, Jake. How do you feel? Are you pumped up for this, my friend?
I'm excited. I'm really excited for Space Coast Comic-Con to be back. You know, that those years that we couldn't put on the show made me kind of depressed. I grew a beard and I got long hair, and here I am now. I even shrunk too, man. I shrunk to the size of something too.
And if anybody's ever actually met Jake, that is actually very, very interesting. Jake is a very, very, very tall man. Well, Jake, thank you for coming today. And we've got a bunch of friends who are going to be joining us today. Speaking of friends who are joining us, I'm going to introduce the lovely Melina Vader, our co-host, all the way from Puerto Rico. How you doing there, Melina? Yeah, we got a Puerto Rican. We are diverse here, Jake. And she is over in Puerto Rico as we speak, and she's helping me today talk about Space Coast Comic-Con.
Only for today.
Only for today. How you doing, Melina?
I'm fine, and you? How are you?
Bad there. You had a long day, I can tell. You had a day like me.
Yes, and plus there's a heat wave going on.
Oh, good grief. I am so sorry. Yeah, we've got it coming out there. And everybody, when you get into the chats, you can talk with Jake and all the teammates that we're going to be talking about, including that Dalek that you saw earlier out there. We're going to be saying hello to Tom. Hello there, Tom, our hashtag guru out there.
What
Ramona.
up, Tom?
A lot of people are coming out. Ramona.
What's up, Ramona?
Ready and hype out there, Tom. There we go. And introducing, you got to check her out on her YouTube channel, Heather Do It Petite, author, editor, and artist. How you doing there? We got a lot of people coming out there. So let me go ahead and introduce the team. And Jake, I'm going to let you do all the introductions first. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and bring on Hector.
What's up, Hector? Hector Rodriguez, Rican Rod, mi hermano, habla conmigo.
Hello. Hola, ¿cómo estamos, mi gente? What's up, man? How is you, baby? How are you today?
Todo está bien, amigo.
Adiós, yo no sabía que teníamos un puertorriqueño aquí.
We got a few of them. Y'all didn't know Jake was Puerto Rican too? Come on, now.
You soy baricua también.
You can't spell American without Rican. Come on. How's everybody doing today? I'm also an Army veteran as well, Twitch streamer as well, and everything.
Well, I want to thank you for your services there, kind sir. Thank you, Hector, for joining us out here. Another great talent is Well, I would bring him on, but he's got his microphone mute. I've got the gentleman from Batman Comics. How you doing there, sir?
Oh, you guys can't put me in after Hector. He's a hard act to follow. What's up?
I'm trying, bro. I'm sorry, bro.
That's okay. Much love.
Where's the long hair at, bro?
It's working on it. I'm on terminal leave also from the Army. This is my terminal leave beard, and don't let the feds know about my hair. I'm still active duty for the next few days. So,
sir, please introduce yourself to everyone out there at the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS and tell them what you do.
I am Tony of Batman Comics, and I'm having some technical issues.
Oh. Wow. Okay, that's how we started out over there. You know what I think it is? I think
absolutely
it's right here. I think it's the Dalek, but we are going to get to the Dalek in just a few moments out there. And speaking of, well, I have no segue whatsoever. I apologize. Dominic, how you doing there?
What's up, everybody? I'm Dominic Perosi of Dominic Perosi Art. Pretty convenient how I did that. And I'm a cover artist. I'll be at Space Coast Comic-Con this coming weekend with all of these fine folks. Just happy to be included as part of the artist lineup. And yeah, once we get into it, I'll get into a little bit more of what I do and what I'm known for.
All right. Well, thank you guys. We're going to be introducing everybody one-on-one out there. And Ramona says hi to Jake. Want to welcome Rebecca Burton Russell. How you doing? Hi there.
Hey, Rebecca.
Thank you. And don't forget, we are going to be having Space Coast Comic-Con this Sunday, the 12th. I got it wrong, Jake. Is it at 1 p.m. or is it 10 a.m.?
10 a.m., bro. Not
10
1
a.m. Okay.
I am sharp.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. Some of the stuff was going out there as 1 p.m., and I made sure that I put on my calendar 10 a.m.
Yeah, that might have been
like
some of the stuff going on in between, like some of the little stuff on stage and stuff like that. Some of the panels going on. You might have mixed that up, man.
Oh, okay. No, I'm just making sure out there. And speaking of which, Mark wanted to say something to you, Melina. There you go, Melina. Love the new haircuts.
Oh, thank you.
There you go.
It was the heat, and it was actually, I have a pet goat, and he ate my hair, half of my hair.
What?
What? Tell us about this. Hold on, I gotta hear this story. Hello?
But thank you. It's just like it's getting pretty, the heat wave, and I said I just decided to chop it off at the last minute. I kind of miss my long hair now, but yeah, it'll go fast. But yeah, my pet goat is called Billy Goat.
Billy Goat.
I want to say hello to Matt Kurt Tucker. How you doing, Matt? Thank you for joining us on the show out there. Hola. And Rebecca.
Welcome, Matt. Welcome, Rebecca.
Rebecca is joining up over here.
Hello.
Reek Rod, I've never seen you before. So Reek Rod, you're on the YouTube channel. Please make sure you subscribe, everybody, as you can see.
That's Hector.
That's Hector? That's you?
Do that.
Are you talking to yourself, my friend?
I respect that.
Hey, I'm being supportive, bro.
No, I'm fine with that. I'm not complaining. Want to welcome Jeff Sumter. I'm sorry, I'm make sure I get those names right. Jeff Sumter,
Jeff.
Thank you for joining us. And Rebecca says it will grow back.
Oh yeah.
I think you're just talking about this guy. Or is it this guy? I don't know. Over there. And speaking of growing back, we do have a special guest here. And that's probably why we're having a lot of issues today. I want to introduce you to our special guest. And now I apologize in advance. If you're going to Space Coast Comic-Con, the Traveling TARDIS will not be there. He's actually doing a world tour. He's on world tour right now. He actually went to the UK for the Jubilee for the Queen. He was there. And now he was at, what's that?
Jake's like, I don't care. Where's he at?
No. But he will not be there. But I do have a special guest, Jake, for you. We got Dalek Hal.
You're forgiven.
How you doing there, Dalek Hal? I saw you over at Dalek Hal was with us on the panel. And Dalek Hal, if you've seen Dalek Hal, were with us at MegaCon on the creator stage. And Dalek Hal will be joining us, since the Traveling TARDIS will not be, to get your picture with Dalek Hal, provided by the Dalek Builders of Florida. Dalek Hal, how are you doing?
I am doing okay. A little bit sad that extermination is not permitted at the event.
Okay. Tonight
I love it.
Oh, thanks, Mark.
I love it.
Oh yeah.
So, everybody, thank you for joining us and welcome tonight. And let me go ahead and bring up. There we go. Oh, that's better.
that group of
So I feel like I'm on the Muppet
right there,
Show.
except for Dalek Hal. I know you're not human, but hi.
So, everybody, thank you for joining us. And tonight, if you have any questions for Jake, have any questions for Hector, Dominic, everybody in this room out here, even Melina and the goat hair, please ask away out there. Christopher Chatfield, was he at Time Fracture the Jubilee weekend as I was there on Sunday the 4th? It was awesome. I know Dave took him to Time Fracture. We do have some pictures of him at Time Fracture, and I know he was at the Jubilee. In fact, he met Simon Fisher-Becker and his husband, Tony, there. We do have pictures, and Dave is not giving me all the pictures. That's what's making me upset. He is hiding the pictures. Hector, I've got tons of pictures waiting to be published. It's you don't understand, Jake. It's like having your kid being taken away by your uncle, and he doesn't know. He's just letting you know, yeah, things are happening. Oh, yeah, I was going to take a picture, and he's just like, oh, yeah, here he was at the bar getting drunk. I mean, that's how I feel with the Traveling TARDIS right now. So there we go. Ramona. So got a shout out for Dalek
in the
Hal.
house.
There you go. And Christopher Chatfield, hope we get to see the picture. Yeah, as soon as Dave gives them to me, I will let you know. So
Can we get
I'm really excited.
Definitely need a hashtag blame Dave, okay? Hashtag blame Dave.
Blame Dave? Okay. We'll definitely do that. Gotcha there. And Mark Robinson says, I know nothing about the photo spoiler. Yeah, you know. Okay. Mark is actually in the UK. He got pictures with the Traveling TARDIS. I'm actually very jealous about that. So, yeah, there's people that Dave has not told me he has met. They're out there. So, yeah, I know Mark was one of those pictures, and I still have not received a single picture. I think maybe Mark sent one, but I have not received it. No, not with Paddington. No, I know about that. No, he wasn't with Paddington out there. So, Jake, I'm going to give you the floor a little bit. Tell for folks who may not be familiar with Space Coast Comic-Con, before we go to commercial break, tell them a little bit about it and what to expect this coming Sunday.
Well, Space Coast Comic-Con, like its name states, it's a comic book convention. We have comic book creators, independent creators. We have guys that run around with traveling TARDISes that are not here. We have actors. We have wrestlers. We have a little bit of everything right here in the Space Coast. So you think it? We have it. We've been doing it for a number of years. This is what, the 7th year? You know, I'm counting like all the years. Yeah. So we've been doing it for a number of years. Space Coast Comic-Con started with David Grace. He's technically he's on cruise right now, and I've been running it this past year. So hopefully he comes back. I recruit him back. I kill him. I put a stake in his heart and bring him back. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, we've been running this show. We have fun out here, and hopefully you guys can come out and you can meet all these wild guests I have. They're all slightly deranged and insane like me. So come on, guys.
A little bit. Just a little bit out there.
It's like home. It's like being
home.
It's
always like home.
We've got like 3 people from Puerto Rico. We've got Jake, you're not from Puerto Rico, right?
I'm a Philorican. I'm a Philorican, man. My dad and mom are Puerto Rico.
What is a Philorican? What is it? Wait, no, what? No, you can't. Well, you can't hit and run. What is a Philorican?
I love it.
Puerto Rican born in Philadelphia.
Okay. Hector, are you originally from Puerto Rico? Are you?
I was born on a different planet, but no. I was born in New York. And,
New Yorican.
And I was raised on the island. I was raised in San Germán, Puerto Rico. I went
San Germán.
Okay. But yo soy de Cagua.
Cagua, that's right around the corner.
I have no way of interpreting this for our English folks.
Those are the cities. We got San Germán is a city. Caguas is a city. Like San Juan is a city.
It's como municipio, pero like
municipal areas, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Orlando,
you guys know,
Miami,
Puerto Rico is a
Jacksonville.
Commonwealth too, so
right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, speaking of the Commonwealth, we got a commercial break. When we return, we're going to continue our discussion with Jake and all the team here at Space Coast Comic-Con and this guy right over here. Yeah, when we return, please continue to stay logged on, tuned in, and become part of the legends. Stand by.
Meet the Doctor.
I'm the Doctor.
But not the one you were expecting.
All right, sexy. It's time to go home.
Doctor Who Velocity. Streaming now.
Join author Gary Zeiger for an animatic short film based on his breakaway Stingray novel series. Watch this animatic short based on the novel Stingray, You Can't Hide Forever at stingrayseries.com. In Stingray, You Can't Hide Forever, Captain Epsilon is putting the band back together to rescue his protege's little sister from the evil conglomerate, while keeping his state-of-the-art warship Stingray out of their hands. Watch as the adventure unfolds in the groundbreaking animatic short at stingrayseries.com. Then, join the crew of Stingray with the next novel in the series, Stingray Prophecy, where Captain Epsilon and Dr. Zubre are pivotal players in an ancient prophecy. Can they reunite the people of two worlds before they destroy each other? To learn more, visit stingrayseries.com.
Hi, my name is Jamie Engel, critically acclaimed author of The Toilet Papers, Places to Go While You Go, a short story collection suited to match your bathroom needs. Only have to go a little? No problem. I've got stories under 1,000 words for you. Far from poopin'? I've got you covered, with stories over 5,000 words to keep you occupied, while your latrine stays occupied. And that's not all. The Toilet Papers is endorsed by the fine folks from Squatty Potty, the stool for better stools. But don't take my word for it. See what Dookie the Squatty Potty unicorn has to say on YouTube. You won't be disappointed. Well, I've got to go, but you can grab your copy of The Toilet Papers on Amazon in ebook or print, or get an autographed copy from me at therightangle.com. And don't worry, I promise I'll wash my hands first. The Toilet Papers. You might just stay in the bathroom longer than you need to.
Get your toilet paper out ready. This is The Legend of the Traveling TARDIS. My name is Christian Basil. We have an all-star cast here, and we're talking Space Coast Comic-Con 2022. This is the preview of what's going to be taking place this Sunday at the Holiday Inn Melbourne-Viera Conference Center, starting at 10 a.m., and you don't want to miss this. Today, you're going to be seeing all the folks who are going to be participating out over there, hosted by Jake Estrada. I'll go ahead and pull that banner out down there.
I just want to say I'm the toilet paper that was there. Hey y'all, I'm gonna sign these autographs as a toilet paper. It's okay. I'll be there.
I am not taking him anywhere. I'm gonna hold on to that moment out there. Jake, I'm gonna have you introduce the team out there. Who would you like to start with, my friend?
Let's talk to Hector first, since seeing that he has to go and teach a bachata class in a few minutes.
Hector, welcome there. Tell us a little bit about yourself, what you're going to be doing, and where people can find you.
I am going to be an annoyance to everybody there, so you guys be ready. I'm not holding that back. I'm obnoxious everywhere I go.
Yeah, that's true there.
I was actually on Bocas. If you guys have not seen it yet, I was in the movie with Jake. We got a couple fighting scenes there. I moved here about 5 years ago to Florida from San Antonio, Texas, to be closer to my son. But at Space Coast Comic-Con, I'm going to be going live on Twitch. We're going to be live. We're going to be doing interviews, talking to people, asking you guys about your costumes and what you guys have going on in the future, what other conventions you guys all go to. If you guys have social media links, I'm going to be pretty much promoting you guys on Twitch as well. So your social medias and all of that stuff. So that's going to be pretty fun. I have a couple other Twitch streamers that are going to be there as well in the booth, just talking and getting to know everybody live as well. If I could bring my big rig over, okay, I will have a small gaming setup for some of the kids that are going to be there. They get to play on the Switch, get to play different games and stuff like that against each other, and have a good handful of giveaways for the winners in the little tournaments that I put together. So it's going to be pretty fun. See you guys. Hopefully you all there, and lots of hugs. I'm a big hugger.
All righty there. And what do you? Where can people find you out there?
You guys can find me on twitch.tv/RicanRodTV. Or you can find me actually on all my social medias. It's all Rican Rod TV. If you guys want to find me at any of those. There is a new social media platform called hover.gg. I am mostly on there. It directs all my traffic to Twitch, which is amazing. It's great for content creators. I don't know if you've looked into it yourself as a content creator, but it's amazing. It's a great platform. It's like TikTok, Instagram had a kid, and they had hover.gg. So that is also Rican Rod TV as well. So thank you guys so much. It is TV at the end, guys. Don't forget the Rican Rod
I'm sorry.
TV at the end. No, it's okay. It's okay.
Let me go ahead.
And I speak, read, and write Spanish. I teach salsa, bachata classes here in Florida. I do a little bit of everything. And last but not least, I work for TV 30 of the Treasure Coast over in Vero Beach. So if you guys have any commercials, anything going on with your businesses, I'm here for you guys. Reach out in my DMs and we can.
I love you.
I love you too, bro.
I love you too, step bro. Hello.
And you can check out Rican Rod TV, twitch.com/RicanRodTV. It's in the chat. So thank you so much, Hector, for joining us today. If you gotta leave, you're more than welcome to stay. But if you gotta leave, I can understand.
Oh yeah, I still got a few minutes. Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool beans.
Yeah,
Speaking of
sure.
full minutes, Jake, who else are we bringing on right now?
Let's bring on Dominic Perosi.
Got it. Hang on one second.
Dom.
What's up,
Dominic,
everybody?
welcome.
Thank you for having me.
No, thank you. Well, tell us a little bit about yourself, what you're going to be doing, what you do, and what you're going to be doing over at Space Coast Comic-Con this weekend.
Absolutely. So my name is Dominic Perosi. I go under the guise of Dominic Perosi Art. Not a real good disguise, but just throw art at the end of my name. I'm a cover artist, so I've done a number of comic book covers. Art has always been a big part of my life since I was a little kid. It just kind of came and went in and out of my life as it was, available. And it wasn't until about, I want to say almost 5 years ago now that I got back into it, just about the time I got back into collecting comics. And my LCS, shout out to 9.9 Comics here in Melbourne, they took notice of the sketches that I was doing and handed me some blank variants and said, you really need to draw on these. And I did. And one thing led to another, and the rest is history. I've got a number of titles under my belt, including covers for Mr. Jake Estrada, for Bocas, for Jonathan Hedrick, creator of The Recount, Freak Show Night, Capable, for Travis Gibb, for Voodoo Nations, another creator here in our area, Joel Quinn, for a book that he did. So I'll be doing live sketching. I do small pieces, big pieces, pieces that fit anybody's budget. So you can find me at the convention. I will have printed material, published books. I will have original on sketch covers. I will have Post-it pics. Post-its are something that I started doing at my 9 to 5. And it's just something simple that I could do in between phone calls, and they kind of took on a life of their own. And I have a whole catalog of different Post-its, different characters, stickers, prints. I have all kinds of stuff. Most recently, the book that I will be promoting, and is probably for the biggest publisher I've worked with.
Oh, there we go.
So yeah, the Recount Preamble. This is my cover, the exclusive for the 9.9 Comics, limited to 250. So we'll have that available. Oh, one that is Space Coast Comics. I don't know if anybody heard about this stuff. Space Coast Comics.
Look at that.
Oh, wow. Yeah. So in conjunction with Mr. Estrada, should have taken these things out of the bags. I didn't realize the glare was going to be as much. So just a couple to kind of showcase here. If I can get my camera ready. There we go. Yeah, a little bit of
that is awesome.
That looks really dope, bro.
Yeah, thank you so much. And then how can I be on a show with Mr. Estrada here and not showcase the Bocas cover itself here that I did for Mr. Estrada with the likeness of Estrada, aka Bocas.
That's so dope.
Not
bro.
too bad at all. Yeah, so I'll have a little bit of everything. Come out and see me at the show. Come out and see all of these fine people at the show. There's going to be so many different creators, artists. Like Jake said, there's going to be musicians, wrestlers. It's kind of like a comic book circus, so to speak. You know, a little bit of everything. And you know, and I mean that in the most you know, the most caring way possible, because everybody just brings what they can to the show and makes it just a fun time all around. So yeah, I'm really excited to get back to Space Coast Comic-Con and to see everybody there live and in person.
Now, Dominic, is there a particular type or something that you like to draw or sketch or make up out there? Because I noticed it's a little dark, some dark stuff up there. But do you?
Yeah. So, and I'm slowly but surely, I've gotten into integrating color. So, color was kind of my Achilles heel for a while. So, I was doing a lot of white charcoal and color pencil on black paper, and that really kind of brought a style out that I didn't realize, you know, that was something that people really, really liked, and that I was actually that good at. So I kind of leaned that way for a little bit, but I can draw pretty much anything, any character, anything that you're interested in. You know, we can work things out and get creative and get crazy and color, black and white, pencil, marker, paint. What do you want to do? We can do it.
You got it. All righty. Well, Dominic, thank you so much. Thank you for letting us know what you're going to be doing.
Real quick.
Yeah.
Dominic Perosi Art on Facebook and at Dominic Perosi on Instagram.
Find them.
If somebody can do me a small favor, if somebody can just type that in for me real fast.
I'm doing it right now.
Yeah, doing the private chat. I will go ahead and put that out there for them. So thank you so much, Dominic.
Thank you.
Jake, what led you to bring it back 2 years later? Well, why is now the time for this?
Well, you know, after that little bug thing that we call COVID, you know, I was getting bored. You know, just sitting around looking at palm trees, watching coconuts fall. I was like, yo, man, I got to do something before I wither away and shrink even more. You know, I can't shrink anymore. You know, I curve my height. So
I wish the camera could show how tall you really are. Okay, is there a way we can actually see your stature, sir? So
is it like Dr. Disrespect tall, or
he's taller?
6'9".
He's
6'9".
6'9".
Oh.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, I'm used to being the tall guy. Like, I'm 6'4", and Jake is still like we face each other off, and I'm still looking up at him. I'm like, this is what it feels like, huh?
I'm 5'0".
5'0".
I think that Jake, when I first saw Jake, I was like, oh God, they brought that guy from the James Bond movie.
He was shaking in fear when he saw
I know,
me.
it was just Jake is really, really a tall man, but he is a sweet man and one of the sweetest men I will ever meet in my entire life. So there you go.
I love you, bro.
I love you too, bro. Speaking of the love, we got a commercial break. When we return, we're going to continue our discussion about Space Coast Comic-Con taking place June 12th. Then, there we go.
Famous Faces and Funnies in Melbourne, Florida is leading the way in pop culture fun. From comic books and graphic novels to Funko Pops and collector's items, Famous Faces and Funnies has it all. Rick Shea and the professional team at Famous Faces and Funnies are friendly and knowledgeable. Whether you're looking for toys, props, collector treasures, or a new comic book, Famous Faces and Funnies is your one-stop shop. To find Famous Faces and Funnies on Facebook and Twitter, just type at FFF Comics.
We are a touring acoustic duo crashing kitchens around the country. We go from house to house every Friday night, and we create music, we create food, a good time, we stream it live, and we do it for free. So now we're just really kind of like trying to develop it and build a community group that people believe in, then they'll help us. So we played from our rehearsal room, we played from the bathroom, thankfully that didn't catch on.
I probably played guitar in my room, not for anyone, in front of anyone, nobody heard, for probably about 10 years.
And then one Friday night, we played from the kitchen. It's the main place people want to be. It's where the food is, it's where the drink is, it's where the best lighting is. You can go to any party and I guarantee you, the kitchen is going to be popping.
Our ultimate goal, I think, would be to crash kitchens every Friday all around the world.
Welcome back to the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS. My name is Basil. Jake, is the Kitchen Killers going to be out there this weekend?
No. No, I'm crying, man. We got no kitchen killers, man. I got nothing in the kitchen cooking.
Nothing in the kitchen there. Well, they said the bathroom. So anyway, if you want to get tickets now, the sale is on until this June 10th. Go to spacecoastcomiccon.com right now. Pre-order your tickets and tell them. Actually, you know what? You tell them about this special deal there because there's. I heard that there was a shirt involved there, Jake.
Oh yeah. So you can go there. You can get a $20 ticket, which includes this shirt right here, what I'm wearing. This is a shirt by Charles Appelens right there. Exclusive shirt for Space Coast Comic Con. Get it right now. I mean, $10 plus the $10 ticket. You know, that's a steal. At the show is going to be $20. So take advantage of it if you can. You know, right now, just jump right on it. Slide right in. I mean, if my big body could fit into this little shirt, you definitely could fit in this shirt.
Oh my burlap sack. Good grief out there. The comments keep coming in there. Ramona really done that
like
down
George
there.
Costanza. That's
Yeah, I think that's what I was going there for. Hello, Dominic. Thank you. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel, youtube.com, The Legend of the Traveling TARDIS. We are closing in on 2,200 YouTube subscribers, and on our Facebook page, almost closing in at 62,000 subscribers. You guys,
nice.
Insane there. Lord Thought, yes, thank you for joining us, Lord
what
Thought.
Up?
I'm gonna go over on my side over there, and we got Melina. So, oh yeah, check him out. Lord Thought, I think, is Facebook and Noel, right? Over at the TARDIS Zone.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. Tom Nicola Bryant. Oh yeah, I did read about that, Tom. Nicola Bryant, who played Perry in the Sixth Doctor series, she had just announced on her Twitter she is down with COVID. So we give her our best wishes and everything except for the Dalek.
Best wishes
to her out there. So yeah. Oh, okay. There we go. Is he back? There he is.
Oh, you're back.
He's back.
He is.
Thank you, Lord, for joining us out there. For those of you just joining us on the show, we are talking about Space Coast Comic Con happening this Sunday on the 12th at now 10 a.m. over at the. Dang it! I've been jumping around screens. Yeah, this is why I need
Melbourne-Viera.
This is why I need Melanie, because if she's here, she's going to be going like, oh God, Christian, you're trying to do the show by yourself again. So Space Coast Comic Con will be taking place. Look, this is it. I'm looking at the event page. It says 1 p.m. Okay. So, but it is 10 a.m. at the Holiday Inn Melbourne-Viera Conference Center. So please check it out there. And speaking of which, what happened here? Everybody moved around. Speaking of which, Jake, take it away. Who's going to be our next item up for bids?
All right. So the next person on this sexy list here is my brother from another mother, the guy I always send little kissy emojis to, Anthony Fiala, Fat Man.
Hey, how you doing there?
Anthony, Tony Fiala, Fat Man Comics. I've known Jake since forever. He sent me a couple winky faces when he first got to the local area. I was like, uh-oh, I met him at a different local con, and he had just started work on Space Coast Comics. And if you're a longtime follower, I have Fat Man syndicated the comic strip in Jake's original Space Coast Comics line. Jake and I have worked together forever. He's actually working on a cover for an upcoming comic book of mine. A lot of people don't know Jake's a really good cover artist as well. Dom, I also got you on the list. Don't worry. Batman Comics has been on the market. We're actually celebrating our 10-year anniversary in a handful of weeks. So, drop by, check it out. Batman booth always has free candy. So, I mean, come on.
Come on now.
Why wouldn't you visit the Batman booth?
Bro.
We even have sugar-free options this year for people that are dietary restricted. So, if you want some sugar-free Hershey's.
No way. I'll be in the bathroom all week.
Oh, yeah.
Like gluten-free candy,
We're not going that far yet. Maybe one day. But.
I'm going to walk into his booth and be like Willy Wonka's. It's just be like
you get a Reese's cup. You get a Hershey bar.
You get a Reese's. You get a Reese's.
I know how to get the people in.
Did you guys see the Dalek in the double-decker bus with Doctor Who artwork for the Jubilee? I did see that in passing, Mark. But I've been seeing a lot of pictures coming out. I just haven't been able to focus on them. I saw Christopher Chatfield. I saw 4 Daleks in the photos on the mall, Mark. Only I shot straight. Oh, okay. So he's talking to Mark out here to the Who shop after Time Fracture and saw the original Planet. And you guys know what? I feel so bad. Time Fracture, Dr. Time Fracture is going to be closing very shortly. And we were lucky to have the Traveling TARDIS get a final picture out there before they close up shop. And I'm hoping they'll do something here. We've been talking about, get your butts over here to Florida. If you really want a tourist attraction, you definitely want Doctor Who stuff out here. Saw the original Planet of the Daleks prop now in the shop museum. Check it out if you are a Londoner. Upton Park Tube Station. So I guess they're talking to each other. Now, my fellow Puerto Ricans.
Everybody but me.
Mark has just. I'm bringing Hector on this one. Mark, I need to. No, Melina, I'm going to bring you in for this ruling.
What?
Mark typed something in. I just want to make sure I don't regret this. I think it says something about 5 years. Here's what Mark put. I don't know what the rest.
Viva España, vida 5 años en Nerja, España. Soy mi acento.
Something about speaking Spanish for 5 years.
He's from Spain. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I speak read and write Spanish too.
Oh, okay. You Google translated, didn't you, Mark?
It's only Jake. Jake's the only hybrid here.
I'm actually a Spanish teacher, bro. Wait,
shut up.
It was my mom was a Spanish teacher and an English teacher.
Puerto Rican over there.
I'm the Puerto Rican. You're a New Yorican, so don't laugh at me.
You had me at comics down there. So speaking of which, Lord Thought has brought up what I really wanted to get to. Jake, tell us a little bit about Space Coast Comics.
Well, Space Coast Comics was a free comic book magazine here in Brevard County that I used to distribute. And I still run it. It's still a publishing house, and I'm still publishing a book out of it. The newly minted SCCX comic, which is a variation of Space Coast Comics, which was an anthology series, like Anthony said. And that's how I met Anthony. I started talking to him, and I did an interview with him, and that's how him and I became quick friends. Like he said, I started sending him winkies. I was like, hey, I'm gonna send this guy. I was doing that to everybody. I was sending people winks.
DMs.
I'm like that. I send them kisses and all that kind of stuff. I flirt with you, male or female. I'm like, I have nothing but love. And somebody gets me in trouble because like, yo, what the heck? And they want to stab me. I'm like, yo, I'm a brick wall. You can't stop me, man.
I feel dirty. I feel absolutely dirty.
You feel cheated, I think.
This is like break out the fire hose dirty.
So the worst part is, you got this big guy sending you all these winky face texts. I was like, all right, I'll go ahead and meet him. I walk up to the comic convention, and then all of a sudden, he's like, hi, I'm Jake. And he stood up, and I was like, hi.
You know what's funny, bro? That is the way he introduces himself. He walked up to me when I went to go be a zombie at Boca's, right? And I show up and I'm dressed. I'm like, where do I got to sign and all that? And all of a sudden, this big guy is walking towards me. And my military mindset is like, why the hell is this guy walking at me with an attitude-ish walk, man? And when Jake walks, guys, it's not a normal walk. Like Jake will walk, and he'll be like this. He'll come around the corner and he'll be like, how you doing? I'm Jake. And I'm like, nice to meet you. Are you gonna eat me or
get a slingshot? I read this book.
He's like a bear, right? He's like a lovable bear, right? He's like a bear, right?
No, that's putting us down for bears. I'm talking about like power.
Ginormous.
He is the most lovable man you're going to meet, but my goodness, he does. Yeah, he's got a good stature on this man.
My gosh, he's got all the fellas drooling for you.
Hashtag bromance. Hello.
Yeah. I'm shipping this. Oh yeah.
The whole chat is getting shipped right now.
The entire Central Florida comic community and Jake Estrada. It's a match made in.
Oh yeah.
No, I want to talk
right now.
Never mind. I'm feeling left. I'm leaving somebody out of this equation out here, and I really want to bring them on because they are a special guest over at Space Coast Comic Con, and we don't want to make sure. And we want to make sure that he is welcome here because he's going to be replacing the Traveling TARDIS to get your photo ops. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, Dalek Hal. How you doing?
Don't exterminate me, man.
I will try.
Try not. I don't think he can reach you. And you're just going to see a Dalek with its eye stalk going all the way up, going, what the hell?
No, not another one. I cannot exterminate.
Now, Dalek, can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Is that your eye, or are you excited to see us?
Dalek.
Gotcha. Okay.
You may think that's his eye.
Hey, you looked up, so we wasn't sure he was really excited.
So Dalek Hal, how long have you been with the Dalek Builders of Florida?
I have actually only joined them last year at MegaCon. I attended your panel, and that is when they indoctrinated me into their group.
Oh my goodness.
Since then, I have gone to, I believe, 3 events with them, and a few events on my own.
Gotcha. And what's your favorite event so far going with the Dalek Builders?
So far, it has been MegaCon.
Oh, okay. So you had a great time over at MegaCon. I don't know if I have any pictures out here. We have tons of pictures in the queue right now because of there's a couple people who weren't able to show up. Oh, wait a minute. Hang on, Dalek Hal, because let me show folks where the TARDIS has been recently with Dave. This is a couple pictures from the Jubilee. So there we go.
I know 3 of the Daleks that were there.
We should send the Daleks over there to the Queen's Jubilee. But you could see that
Oh, that's
Dave
so
has
cool.
Dave has been very busy. This is inside Time Fracture.
Time Fracture, that's awesome.
Yeah, which will be closing shortly, and I feel so bad about it. But we hope that Time Fracture makes its way to the States beforehand. But he got some lovely pictures inside of Time Fracture. And view, does he have K9 on here? No, but he has the Weeping Angel, which was a really cool shot. I just love that. And I'm really jealous of a piece of metal that's in the UK and is now heading over to Columbus as we speak, Columbus, Ohio, for a gaming convention. And it's going to eventually make its way back to Florida down here very shortly.
Ramona.
Do what?
I'm laughing at Ramona's.
I'm not even keeping up with the chats. What's going on over here? Shut it. No, Ramona, shut it. Shut it. I love you. But they were straight at the rules. Can't work under these. The Daleks
It was a little cold, right, Ramona?
It shrinks like a frightened turtle.
Am I not turtley enough for the Turtle Club?
You all are killing me.
Hey, you said be ourselves.
I know that might have been the biggest mistake.
You messed up with me.
FBI, open up!
Oh shit, Jake, they're coming for you. Oh,
Oh, well, you seem to know the position so well.
Trust me, I do.
Jake, don't self-incriminate yourself.
Speaking of self-incrimination,
Dominic turned around when I played that, though, right?
We got a commercial break. When we return, we got some other entries that are be coming up this weekend, including the Savior Impala from Supernatural, as well as Mr. Chuck Fresh himself. When we return, please continue to stay logged on, tuned in. Oh, we've lost them. Here we go.
Have more options than ever before when choosing a film, a television or internet series, a book to curl up with, or even a radio show or podcast. Get to know the people who are creating for you. The Hangin' With Web Show, hosted by award-winning author and journalist G.W. Pomacher, is the internet's fastest-growing web talk show series. The Hangin' With Web Show features professional, yet casual, in-depth interviews with creative arts and entertainment pros. Meet the people behind a digital revolution in creating more quality content than ever before in the history of media. Find the Hangin' With Web Show on YouTube, Facebook, or Twitter, or simply go to www.hanginwithshow.com. That's www.hanginwithshow.com.
The massive audio Doctor Who Bad Wolf Bluetooth TARDIS speaker. That's all I gotta say, one word. Wow, it looks like it just jumped right off the screen. Here it is in all its Bad Wolf glory. Right here is the on-off switch and the up and down volume. Right here's the speaker. The TARDIS stands about 6 inches from the bottom of the TARDIS all the way up to the top where the light is. Look at the detail. Wow.
In the summer of 1953, private investigator Will Lucky Marks was working as the in-house private eye for Arcane Pacific Pictures. Trapped inside the studio with the killer, Lucky must find the killer before time runs out. Lot 28. Own it today. Available iTunes and Amazon.com.
And welcome back to the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS as we round up this particular episode. And then don't forget to stay in the after party where we're just going to have a little bit more fun out there. I'm Christian Basil, host of the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS. The lovely co-host Melina Vader is on. And we have an all-star cast from Space Coast Comic-Con taking place this June 12th over at the Convention Center, better known as the Holiday Inn Melbourne-Viera Conference Center. Starting at 10 a.m. Get your tickets now at Space Coast Comic-Con. I really need Melanie to take care of these. I can't do everything myself. But don't forget to go to www.spacecoastcomiccon.com. Get your tickets in advance, and you've already saved half because at the door they're $20 in advance. I believe up until the 10th, if I'm not mistaken, Jake, they are $10. Is that correct?
Yeah, $10 online right now. You go to June 10th till 11:59 p.m. At midnight on the 11th, you're doomed, guys.
Yeah. Well, you're just paying a little bit more, but it's for a good cause. You're going in for to a wonderful place, and we're getting started again to get Space Coast Comic-Con back on its feet.
Oh, yeah, we're back on that track, man.
Getting back on the track out there. And speaking of back on the track, where did it go? There you go. For those of you listening to our podcast, don't forget to subscribe. iHeart, sci-fi.radio. You can download the app for free. And check out 24-hour Geek Radio, cbsradio.com, Spotify, Spreaker, Podbean, Player FM, wherever you listen to your favorite podcast, you can download for free. And don't forget to join us on Facebook. We are climbing up to 62,000 Whovians on there. So here's the funny part, Melina. I think, if I'm not mistaken, Big Finish is 70,000 followers. So look how close we are to getting up to Big Finish. So help us get those numbers up out there. Wow. That'd be interesting to tie up with the folks over at Big Finish. And for those of you not familiar, that's the Doctor Who audio. We're here with the team here at Space Coast Comic-Con. Don't forget you can live chat out there. And it looks like they're still doing it. Oh, there we go. Mr. Arthur Dykeman of Guardians of Gallifrey. Check them out. They've been around for about almost 4 decades. Nobody knows about this group, and hopefully we're going to be having on the show, Jake. We're going to have the Guardians of Gallifrey. They've been around for 4 decades. A Doctor Who
awesome,
group
man.
that's been here, though. Rebecca, Facebook is messing up. Enjoy this. Thank you, guys. Rebecca, thank you for joining. Again, we're up on the other channels. We're on Twitch. We're on YouTube. So, yeah, so check us out over there if you can out there. And Dan Hollyfield joins us. How you doing there, Dan?
Hi, Dan.
Thank you for joining us on there. And Costanza said, these pretzels are making me thirsty. Speaking of thirsty, because that's where we were going, weren't we? Jake, tell us a little bit about the gentleman how I'm going to be running. We have a little clip from him. It's Mr. Chuck Fresh, and he sent us a little clip since he couldn't make it today. Tell us a little bit about Chuck and what he's going to be doing this weekend.
Chuck is a legend and all himself. He's a man with 1,000 voices. He could do all kinds of voices. He's worked with Ed McMahon. He's been in Vegas. He's done, stand-up comedy. He's done, he's been in different movies. He's done voice work for Godzilla. He's the voice of Hair Nation on XM Radio. He's a Philadelphia brother too. Believe it or not, he's from Philly. Don't be hating now, Hector. You hear that? So
don't
yeah,
be hating.
Man. Yeah, don't be hating. I mean, Chuck is a really talented guy, and he has a great knowledge and everything like that. He's going to be doing one of our panels, one of the first ones at Space Coast Comic Con, and he couldn't make it right now because he's actually filming some medical drama that he's making. So I was like, hey, whatever you can do, bro. So I always take whatever he can do, man. Hey, Hector, have a good night, bro.
Yeah,
see you Sunday.
Have a good one. Stay safe out there, Hector. We'll see you down there. This coming Sunday out there. Let me see here. Tom says I've said yada 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 twice on my Facebook live shows. I've had a perfect accent and ended up with that instead out there.
I love it.
Gotcha there. So without further ado, as I mentioned, let's go ahead and show you Mr. Chuck Fresh himself. Give me 1 second, and here he comes, just to give you a little bit about what he's going to be doing this weekend.
This is Morgan Freeman. If you're going to be in the Viera neighborhood this Sunday, make sure that you stop by Space Coast Comic-Con. You never know who might show up.
Welcome to Hair Nation, powered by electric guitars.
Greetings, people of Earth. My name is Chuck Fresh. I am one of the voices of Sirius XM Radio, just because it sounds really cool to say that. Not that it really means anything, but what I'm going to try to do is help you guys navigate your world into the voiceover business. Now, I'm not going to give you lessons because we don't have enough time to do that. It takes about 4 to 6 to 8 hours, plus all your rehearsals and stuff that you're going to do like good little boys and girls, right? Right? But we're going to do it more of an AMA. So I'm going to give you a little information about the business, about me, how I got started, and then you can ask me questions, and I will try to answer those to the best of my ability. And then we're going to end up with a session where we will actually practice voiceovers, and I'll put you in a situation that you might be in should you get hired for a voiceover job in front of this brutal director, because everybody faces them sooner or later. So we're going to see you there at Comic-Con. I think I'm on at 11 a.m. Not sure what room I'm in. I'm sure there'll be somebody directing you there. So get there early. Space Coast Comic-Con. Proud to be there with so many legends, including Jake Estrada, and Christian's going to be there. And so many comic book writers and actors and producers. And you never know, you could get discovered at Comic-Con. So you got to be there. Sponsored by Space Coast Comic-Con and Tula Microphones. This is pretty nifty, huh? It's a little USB-C microphone. And I'm going to bring this with me and show you, well, a little show and tell, too. Show you some of the latest and greatest gadgets. You don't have to spend a fortune. And we'll talk about equipment if you want to talk about that, too. So about 1 hour at 11 o'clock, Space Coast Comic-Con. My name is Fresh, and I will see you there.
That's a man of 1,000 voices, Chuck Fresh. Did the Dalek get closer to me, or am I just...
No, closer.
I just feel like he's gotten closer.
No, I have no...
Okay. Well, definitely, again, this coming Sunday, June 12th, over at the Viera, the Holiday Inn Melbourne-Viera Conference Center. This is where we're going to take place. Space Coast Comic-Con. Don't forget to get your tickets in advance because you save half off. Dalek Hal will be there at the booth with me. So if you want to geek out Doctor Who, definitely want to come out and see me and Dalek Hal. And I guess it's safe to say, Dalek Hal, that I can go ahead and make this prediction as well. It's not the only time we're going to be together, so I can safely announce that Dalek Hal and I will also be Tampa Bay Comic-Con the end of July, and we'll give you more details from that as well. But the Dalek Builders and everybody over there are going to been kind enough to loan Dalek Hal out as we've been going to other conventions, and Dalek Hal makes an appearance, and you definitely want to get your picture with Dalek Hal out there.
Awesome.
Any words of wisdom out there for you, Dalek Hal, that you want to say to the people?
Do not get too close or I might exterminate you. Also, do not touch my images, they are very sensitive.
Words of wisdom from Dalek out there. As we're wrapping up the chats, Tom says Arthur and I are the lords because we've been Lord President of the Guardians of Gallifrey. That's right, both of them. Tom used to be a Lord President, and Arthur is currently right now the Lord of Guardians of Gallifrey. Check him out, and hopefully we'll have them on soon on the show. By the way, I double checked. As of this month, Guardian of Gallifrey is actually 30. That's nothing to sneeze at. Okay, I was off by 4 years, but my goodness, I mean, for an organization like that to be as long, that's longer than most Hollywood marriages. I can attest to that for out there. And Tom says, "Oh, I wish I could be there now. I want to get voiceover work done." Well, Tom, actually, Chuck does his own thing, right? Is that right, Jake?
You can find him. You could go to his Facebook page. You can go to YouTube. Just type in Chuck Fresh, and you'll find he even does like online stuff. And you can reach out to him at any time. And he's a fountain of information, guys. You just need to check him out, Chuck Fresh, and you'll find him all over the web.
Gotcha. Right there. We are wrapping up the show, and we are going to be going into the after party. The only reason why I'm saving this bit for the after party is we're going to be ending the audio portion of the show, and you won't be able to see what we're going to be showing on the YouTube channel because it's visual. But we're going to be showing off the Impala. Tell a little bit about it, Jake. I want to make sure I get it right.
It's the Savior Impala. Basically, it's a what they call that like a tribute to Supernatural.
You're right.
It's put together by Paul Huggin. He's a great guy, and the car is beautiful. His Impala, the 1967 Impala, which is also I used in the movie Bolkas. And the car, he does pictures with it and everything like that, and it's breathtaking, guys. If you love vintage classic cars, that's a beautiful car right there.
And thank you, Lord Thought. But we're going to continue on. We're going to go into the after party, but we're going to end right now, and we're going to show you pictures of the Impala. For those of you who are listening on the audio, if you want to continue, go to the Facebook page, go to the YouTube channel, subscribe. You can check us out. We're going to have 30 more minutes of fun. We're going to continue our discussion with this fine team, and we're going to be telling you a little bit more about Space Coast Comic-Con and the future of it as we wrap up there. So for those of you on the audio, thank you so much for joining us. We are going to go into the after party. Stand by for you folks who are watching this live. And don't forget, you can continue to chat with us. If you have any question for anybody over here, including him, we will be continuing our talk right now. Stand by, folks. We are going into the after party, and thank you for joining us. For those of you who've been listening to us, don't forget to subscribe. You have a great day. Stay safe. And for those of you who are in the area, this Sunday, 10 a.m., Space Coast Comic-Con. Oh, Paulie, come on. No, don't get Melanie's on break. They are busy. Dave is actually, to let everybody know, Melina was so kind enough to be here with us to interview the team over at Space Coast Comic-Con. Polly Poo, Melanie is on break. I know she's doing some additional work for herself. Dave has the Traveling TARDIS. He's going to, I believe, Columbus, Ohio, if I'm not mistaken. We'll get more information out there so that if you folks are in the area and Dave's available, you can get your picture with the Traveling TARDIS and see Dave out there, one of our co-hosts. So this has been an exciting ride for the Traveling TARDIS, and I still have not gotten the pictures as of yet. We have posted the pictures of it over at Time Fracture. We have posted the pictures of it over at the London MCM where it was, but from what I understand, Dave has more pictures, and you're going to be surprised as we get closer and closer to Dave returning, and the Traveling TARDIS will be over at Tampa Bay Comic-Con with Dalek Hal. So there you are, Hector. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. And guys, hang on one second there. Something came up. I just want to take care of that right now. Yeah, Ramona, it's party time. Got it out there. Dominic, I'm going to bring you up on the speed just in case if you want to elaborate a little bit more and tell about your art. And I think somebody provided me the link. I'll go ahead and post the link up so people can see it in the chats out there. Tell us a little bit more if you for anything that I might have missed out there.
No, I mean, it's a little bit of everything. Like I said, I just been, steadfast with getting additional cover work. The latest is a book that is gaining popularity out there. It's Jonathan Hedrick's The Recount. He just came out with a one-shot, The Recount Preamble. I was lucky enough to have a variant cover, 9.9 exclusive variant cover for that book, so I'll have plenty of copies of that at the table. I'll have some of the SCCX Space Coast Comics cover that I did for Jake. I'll have those at the table. I'll have Voodoo Nations from Travis Gibb. I'll have a bunch of different prints. And because I do have to take off and go meet up with my daughter at her karate class, I do want to put out there that the first two people who come to my table and tell me what shirt I was wearing during this broadcast,
Nice.
will get some a free gift. All right, can we see the shirt? There we go. Yeah.
I'll take a tag off there. There you
just
go.
a little nostalgic. There you go. Just a little nostalgic. Nothing crazy. Trans Am. It's cool. But if you were here, if you were here, If not, better luck next time. But I hope to see everybody out there on Sunday. Like I said, big art, small art, a little bit for everybody. And it's going to be a great time.
See you later, Dom.
All right. Thanks so much, guys.
I'm hoping wherever you're at, we're online right now. But Dom, thank you for joining us out there. I do have a bit of a surprise because somebody had mentioned something that I had. Simon and Tony did get to see the TARDIS. This is over at the Jubilee. This is compliments, and I'll post it shortly. But you can see. Hopefully, there's not too much there. There's Simon and his husband Tony with the traveling TARDIS.
Nice,
very nice out there. And that little piece of metal is having such a great time without me. I hate that. That's right, Tom. Hot pursuit. Now I've got every Buford T. Justice line running through my head out there. My friend Anthony, tell us a little bit more about Fat Man Comics. Where did you get started, and where could people find it?
So Fat Man Comics can be found in the 3 anchor shops of Brevard County at Famous Faces and Funnies, 9.9, and the Infinite Mushroom if you're all the way up in Titusville. Also, you can check us out online at facebook.com/fatmancomics. Again, our first comic book came out in 2012 for sale. Been writing comics forever before then. Forever's probably a little bit figurative, but been writing comics for years before then, but hit the market in 2012. We recently launched Anthology Comics. That's Anthology number 3, just hit shelves earlier this year, and been having a hard time getting supplies out to comic book shops. They've been selling out faster than we can print them, but we do have a nice back stock of all the Anthology and all the Fat Man comics that I've made so far. Anthology obviously is an anthology comic book, but also has art and writing by some local creators as well as some other creators from around the world. Read the comic book, you'll see who. I think we're going in a good spot. A lot of people are seeming to enjoy them, and it's a lot of fun. Just have a lot of passion, and I have an amazing team of people that are working with me that are just as passionate about telling stories and sharing the fun.
Gotcha there. Now I got to ask, where did the name come from?
Well,
check it out. If everybody take a look, it's really.
It was hard being in the Army as a fat man, but you know what? I did it. So.
Check it out of there at facebook.com/fatmancomics. Just put it in the chat so you guys can check it out for yourself. Subscribe, like, and share. There you go. Lord Thought, I appreciate you coming in. We have like a family, what I've dubbed now the family of Whovians. Because if you go from one podcast to another, if you go to Noel's podcast, if you go to Dr. Freedom, if you go to Dan, the Space Book, if you go to the Rabbi, I'm trying to think of everybody. My brain is just fried right now. there seems to be a conglomerate of the same people over and over and over again, and it's just almost like a YouTube conglomeration of fun podcasters that we've got out there, and it's always the same family. Vanessa Lore, Garbage. I'm really giving the shout outs off the top of my head.
We have Daniel.
Mhm.
We have Noel. We have Dan, of course. There's a couple of people. Lord, oh God, yeah, I went blank, but you know who you are.
Right.
So, but it's nice to have, because we're such a small community, and it's nice to have all these people kind of supporting each other, and because all of us share a same dream and the same passion, and it's how we all got together. Charlotte, thank you.
Oh, that's right, Charlotte. Yeah, Queen Charlotte. Who we forget out there?
Queen Charlotte, Starry Eyed. These are extremely wonderful people. We all are there for each other through thick and thin, definitely.
Dalek Hal. You can say yes or no on this. Did you want to reveal?
Reveal my mutant.
Would you like to show your mutant side? And hello, Dalek Who. I'm sorry, Doctor Who at 50 and beyond. Yes, thank you. Hello. Part of the
Now, if they want to see the mutant, they can find me at Space Coast Comic-Con.
Oh, okay. I see the tones there. So yeah, if you want to see what the Dalek looks like inside, you have to go to Space Coast Comic-Con this Sunday. So check it out. And Dalek Hal and I will be at the booth together out there. Yeah, I agree, Lord Thought. There just seems to be this conglomeration of Whovians that follow each other as far as YouTube channels, and I just love seeing them pop up all over the place. I know what it looks like. Well, you haven't seen this particular Inside Dalek Hal, which is now just coming really an innuendo of itself. So
yeah, I was gonna say.
So I gotta be careful out there. Jake, what are you looking forward most this weekend?
I'm just looking forward to seeing all my old friends face to face, instead of this online thing, be able to talk to them and have a good time and have a lot of good laughs. That's what I'm looking forward to, guys. It's a party for me, man. And it's about community, love, and respect for one another. All our fandoms come together under one roof, and we enjoy it and we have a great time.
Gotcha. I was, and I gotta say this, Melina, I've been harassing Jake when they were when we were on lockdown. So you need to do a Space Coast virtual, and he was like, "No, man, nah, I'm not going to do that." It's like, I really wish we did it, but I'm glad this Sunday that we're going to be getting together out there. Yeah, Arthur, the inside scoop, pun intended, the whole thing. Yes, I have.
Robbins.
Exactly out there.
with cream.
With cream, yeah.
Why'd you pick the venue that you did there, not the original venue that we know?
So the problem with everything going on in the country these days, I went to the original venue. It's not the original venue, but the second venue that Space Coast Comic Con has been at the longest, which was the Coco location, Space Coast Center. They were booked, and they were booked for the entire year. So then I went to a lot of different venues, and none of these places were open. So I ended up going to this place, and I asked them, "Do you have any time open, even if it's one day, so we can at least get this thing rolling, and wet our feet a little bit, so we can keep on going and holding different events, because we have to start somehow." And this person, the lady there, ended up telling me they were had an opening on a Sunday, and I was like, "Give it to me." So we can at least hold Space Coast Comic Con. Normally, traditionally, Space Coast Comic Con has been 2 or 3 day event. This year, we're doing one day, but I figured, hey, at least it whets our appetite for the bigger, better events that we're going to hold.
It's a start. After 2 years, right?
Yeah.
You said 2 years?
2 years.
So it's a good start.
I can't wait until we get more stuff. If we know this year is going to be a success, but when you get back to like 2 and 3 days, When do you what do you eventually want the convention to be now? Have you changed things as far as the parameters, or are you going to go in a different direction, or
So you know us, we've done Space Coast Comic Con. We did Cosmography 1 year, 2 years in a row. We've done quite a different things. They're always Space Coast Comic Con related. It's run by the same team of people. After this one, we're going to do Krampus Con, which is in December. That's going to be a 3-day event. It's presented by Space Coast Comic Con at the International Palm Resort on Cocoa Beach, and that one I'm encompassing a film festival along with the comic books, and I might crash and burn, but I don't care. I'm going out big. I always say I'm a big guy. I have big plans, so I'm just throwing it all together, throwing everything together. We're going to have, to me, holding these events is just having a party. And that's always been the ultimate dream. David started that way with a party. Because, when David did the first Space Coast Comic Con, he actually had it fall on his birthday. It was a party. And that's the kind of tradition we've kept it. When we do these events, it's a party, man. Right. We're gonna have fun, and we're gonna dance. We're gonna do the Macarena. We have to, man.
Can you talk a little bit about the film festival? Like what kind? Is it like short films or?
So the film festival is a combination of things. It's called Indie Originals. It's on Film Freeway. Let me see if I can find the link real fast. I can shoot it up into the thing here.
While you're doing that, I'm just bringing this up because I want people to see. This was the final year before the coup happened, and I just wanted to show you some pictures and highlights from that. And here was an amazing thing. For those of you who met Meredith Loughran, that was the table that I met her at Space Coast Comic Con, and she introduced herself to me around 2020. We didn't even know, what was going to be unfolding, and nobody knew. This was kind of my last convention before everything went down as it did, and it went down hard. But I met Meredith Loughran right there, and God rest her soul. She really changed my life and helped me and the Traveling TARDIS as a team, as far as things that we've done grow. And I've always told her she was the heart of this show out there. But one of the celebrities as well that we met was Gil Gerard.
Yeah, Gil Gerard was a great guy when we brought him 2 years ago. The last time we had it in February of 2020. He was a great guy, a great gentleman, awesome fan. Always loved him. And Buck Rogers.
You got it there. Doctor Who at 50 and Beyond, with everyone clamoring for space right now, I'm sure it's hard to secure the space you want. Sometimes you have to think outside the blue box to get your con off the ground. Good luck out there. Had things not happened the way that they did, Jake, what was the next step? What was the next fruition of?
So me, I'm always thinking I would have went to the local flea market. I'm like, hey guys, can we just rent a bunch of tables and have it here in the flea market?
He would. He would out there. And also was Boca's was like before everything happened, right?
Yeah, it was in 2019 we released Boca's. We had it in the theater. You remember? You came out for that. We had it in we had a bunch of openings, and eventually it played. Believe it or not, we ended up having it get selected for a film festival last year. It got picked up, and then then I did Zoom during COVID, which we filmed over Zoom, and it was called Zoomed. We filmed that. A bunch of people got killed online by the Zoom time killer.
And after if anybody hasn't had a chance to see Boca's, it's a really interesting film. I'm not saying that in a bad way. It's just no. I'm just saying it was something to be beheld, Melina, because
Boca's.
Yeah, there you go, Boca's.
Let me see it again. I'm sorry. Boca's. It's like the literal translation would be mouths. No. Yeah.
It's just basically a guy's last name. There's a whole story behind why he gets the name. I never revealed in the movie, but in the comic books I did when I did the comics of Boca's. See, I got the original trade paperback, the whole comic series based off.
And as Jake is putting that out there, I'll go ahead and put the links.
Boca's literally the comic book he's a fallen angel, and he's basically if you ever read the Bible, you know, and anybody thinks about angels are like people make angels to be like these cute, cuddly things. But if you read the Bible, angels are destructive. You see an angel, you better run away. Literally, you know, and it's pretty much that's how a playbook.
Hector, are you sure you're off the show? Because you're just still typing away on here. Hector's still around. So
yeah, I know.
It's just like, yeah, I gotta go. Okay, I'm gonna keep typing out there. So the information, the links are now provided in the chat. You can check out filmfreeway.com. Is that /IOL?
Yeah, IOL. Indie Originals.
Yep, and CrumpusCon.
Yeah, CrumpusCon, which is going to be our big boy. And there we're going to have rooms that are going to be for panel rooms. We're going to have a film festival room. We're going to have a cosplay room. We're going to have, you know, we're having a variety of different things. I'm going to go with that. And then the regular Comic-Con with the panel rooms and everything like that.
And here's the funny part, Melina. Jake's hired me to be the bad guy in Focus 2.
Oh, yeah. He's one of them. He's one of the bad guys. He's
no, I want to be the bad guy. I want to be the baddie.
I'm sorry. It's not convincing.
Well, he's going to be more of a kind of baddish, kind of pervy, kind of Santa Claus.
I know, like Laszlo. Like, is his name Lasso? No, Lasso. Lasso from Toy Story 4.
Yeah, kind of like that. Yeah,
Toy Story 4. The bear. You know what bear I'm talking about, right? I think his name is Lasso.
Lotso.
Oh,
can you just say, Anthony, they're comparing me to Costanza and Laszlo? I'm just getting like dissed on my own.
Hey, Laszlo was like strawberry scented, so you're good. Laszlo.
Yeah, that's true. No, it's my. Shall I reveal my bad guy?
Go ahead, do it.
I'm gonna be Santa Claus. I'm going to be whatever you saw in Bad Santa. Take it to the next level down completely.
I was gonna comment on that.
Completely, Arthur, shut up. Seriously. Let me be your angel song. Yeah, that's true. So I will be playing Santa Claus in Focus 2. And I got I saw some of the script and I'm just like, oh my God. What? But there's one thing I want to have happen in the movie. I'll talk to you about it later, Jake. It's important to me.
Why does it smells like a Machete movie? Like a Robert Rodriguez kind of movie. I don't know why it smells
pretty
like
much that's the kind of movies I make. If you ever see any of my movies, they're kind of like that. They're kind of out there
that.
Yeah, the night Santa went crazy, pretty much. I read the script and I was like, do you really want me to do that? He goes, yeah.
Or the Santa from Futurama. The robot. It was a cyborg, I think.
It's a perverted, disgusting, naughty Santa. It's just like, oh my God. And he does something really bad in the movie. I'm just like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm gonna be doing this. So, and Jake's just laughing his ass off the whole thing. He's just gonna like, we're just making it happen. Can we have a Dalek in the movie?
Hey, we can have a quick cameo appearance of the Dalek just going right by as Santa dies.
There you go. Arthur says a Santa bot. The TARDIS must be in the movie. That's important to him. Yeah, I was told, or at least Jake has said that the TARDIS should make an appearance.
Oh yeah, it'll definitely make an appearance as Kristen Santa dies. You see a TARDIS right in the background, right? Maybe we pick it up and bash his head in with it.
Oh.
And the show's taking a new low. Festive for the rest of us, Tom.
For the rest of us. Sorry. Too much Seinfeld.
Jake, I really can't wait to be. I'm like, can we go ahead and get it started? Can I just come on over and I'll just bring the camera and everything? I'll bring the team and everything. We'll just go ahead and get started.
I want to. Like, this is very interesting. I study films. That's why I asked you about the film festival. And I did couple of short films myself, and I think it's very interesting what you're working on, Jake. You're really, I'm really interested.
So
in
I got a few free codes. Just message me and I'll send you some codes so you can submit 1 or 2 of your films for free at the Indie Originals.
Oh, that's awesome. That's great. It's really great.
Will you be Santa for Futurama? There you go. It's already in there. I got, you know what? I'm gonna put Anthony on the spot. Anthony, as far as all the conventions you've ever done, what's different and good about Space Coast Comic-Con?
In Space Coast Comic-Con, it's big enough to get that proper community feel, but it's small enough to still get that intimate vibe. So you can go around and see every vendor, every special guest. You can check out all the cosplayers and not feel overwhelmed. I've been to some amazing conventions in my life, but some of them are just so big you don't have a chance at seeing everything you want, running between panel to panel, and you don't even get to get the artist alley. So I love Space Coast Comic Con because it's that perfect blend of big enough to be worthwhile and yet small enough to be able to do the things you want to do.
And I love that it's family oriented. I love that that it's something that Jake and is David still working on it?
David's still part of it. He's not going to be there this year, and he took a back seat on it, but he's still part of the family. He's he's the grandpop who birthed Space Coast Comic Con. I just stole it from him. I'm the evil big brother.
Okay.
I took it from him.
I'm just giving a shout out to David Grace because it was Jake and David Grace who started Space Coast Comic Con, and I'm giving a bigger shout out for David and Jake because they were one of my first conventions ever, where I did panels, got a booth, and everything. And if it wasn't for Jake and David, I probably still be going through this. But they made everything worthwhile. They made it very easy. They were very easygoing, and I enjoyed my very first Space Coast Comic Con with them. So,
and that's why we invite you back every year, man. Be part of the family, brother.
I love it. Yeah, it is family oriented. Where you go to and I'm not dissing MegaCon or Fan Expo. What's that?
I'm shipping both of you.
No, that's not going to happen.
Separated by a beautiful woman.
No,
it's in the best place to be at.
That's true, but she's keeping me away from you. But it's you go to a big convention, you go to a big convention and you do kind of feel like you're being drowned out because there's so much going on. You're not getting stuff done because you're on a schedule. And before you know it, you just feel like you're not getting your money's worth, for a better term. You're not getting your best bang for the buck. Why are you laughing?
Because what you said sounded wrong, bro.
What did I just say?
I didn't say anything.
No, what did I just say? No, I got no.
You were like, she's keeping me away from you, Jake.
Have I run out of commercials?
I don't think that Dalek has any idea on human humor.
No, but even
no, but that green Jello inside's probably laughing its butt off. So
I think Dalek Hal now is excited.
Well, besides that, anything else? Let's go ahead and wrap up the show.
Okay.
What is that? Juji fruit? What?
Juji fruit. That's Seinfeld. Watch Seinfeld.
You know what? I'm done with Seinfeld.
No,
So
nobody's ever done with Seinfeld. I just have one little question for Jay. What do you see yourself here in 5 years? Do you see yourself your little convention thing? Do you think your family is gonna be expanded? Do you see it growing more?
I would love to see it get bigger, and actually blow up and make this thing into this kind of festival. I would love to see it like San Diego Comic-Con. I really would. I would love to see the Space Coast become this place that everybody talks about. This is a great mecca, a great art zone, because believe it or not, the Space Coast has all these independent artists out here. We have all these comic book artists out here, and all these actors that live out here. We have great comic shops like Famous Faces and Funnies, which is like the Walmart of comics. I mean, huge shop. I mean, humongous place. So this place is, it's brimming, ready to explode, to be this mecca. And I can see that happening.
As big as you or bigger?
Oh, bigger than me. You know, I can see
me-
myself pass away, and I can see my ghost running it from heaven.
Let me run this again so people could probably do. This is going to be the commercial that we got from Famous Faces and Funny. See if you can check out the interior. Just pay attention to the interior on this.
Famous Faces and Funnies in Melbourne, Florida is leading the way in pop culture fun. From comic books and graphic novels to Funko Pops and collector's items, Famous Faces and Funnies has it all. Rick Shea and the professional team at Famous Faces and Funnies are friendly and knowledgeable. Whether you're looking for toys, props, collector treasures, or a new comic book, Famous Faces and Funnies is your one-stop shop. To find Famous Faces and Funnies on Facebook and Twitter, just type at FFF Comics.
Jake, let me know if I got this wrong. If you saw at the very end, you saw those two basketball.
Yes.
That is actually a gymnasium.
Yeah.
Or once was a gymnasium. That's how big this thing is.
It started out as a movie theater.
Yeah, movie theater, Metro West.
It is huge.
Yeah.
Want to welcome Mary Homa. Hi there. Space Coast Comic Con, come to Boise, Ohio. Yeah,
I want to go out to Idaho and be like, yo, where's my potatoes?
What about Puerto Rico? Come on.
Puerto Rico.
We need
wearing
those.
a puffy pirate shirt. Whatever. I don't want to be pirates. Oh, okay. Now Melina and just Tom are having their own.
What?
There you go.
What?
No, why? No. Okay.
Hmm?
In that case, any last minute thing? We're going to go ahead and wrap it up for this week's episode. Anybody have any last minute things? Jake, you want to? You know what? I'll give the floor to Anthony first, just before. Is there anything you want to wrap it up before we go?
Check us out on Sunday, June 12th at the Space Coast Comic Con at the Holiday Inn in Melbourne-Viera Conference Center. Check out the Fat Man booth and check us out online at fatman.com. Excuse me, Facebook.com/FatmanComics.
You're not fat. You're thick.
I appreciate it.
You're thick.
I like it.
Men can be curvy too.
I got the dad bod going on now. I just need some kids to justify it.
I'm just going to ask Dalek Hal, did you have any final words before we go?
Don't forget to stop by Christian's booth and take pictures with me. Also, follow my Facebook page to see other events that I go to. Facebook.com/Dalek Hal. Ren has one that is Dalek Ren.
Gotcha there. Let me go ahead and pull that up for you, Dalek Hal. Hang on one second then.
Thank you.
Oh, no, thank you. Don't forget to subscribe to... Why is this being... Okay, there we go. Let me go ahead and bring it up over there. And there you go, folks. For Dalek Hal, give Dalek Hal a like and subscribe on the Facebook page out there. I don't know why. For whatever reason, StreamYard's being... There we go. Thank you, StreamYard. So Facebook.com/Dalek Hal. Check out Dalek Hal over at Space Coast Comic Con, as well as the Dalek Builders of Florida. You can check them out. And we also be together at Tampa Bay Comic Con. Jake, I'm going to give you the final floor out here.
All right, guys. So hopefully I get to see you guys come out to Space Coast Comic Con. If you haven't had a chance, make sure you go to spacecoastcomiccon.ticketleap.com to get your discounted tickets for Space Coast Comic Con today. The ticket sale ends on June 10th at 11:59 p.m. So make sure you take advantage of that right now, because at the door it's going to be much more. And you also can pick up a special variant cover of Capable from Jonathan Hedrick that I did on the website, along with the shirt too. So make sure you guys check it out, and also make sure you come out and visit our awesome vendors. You can meet Christian in person, you can meet Dalek Hal in person, Anthony Faella in person, and Hector and Chuck Fresh and tons of other people. So make sure you come out, guys. Come and see me. You're not going to miss me. You're going to see me a mile away. You're going to be like, oh, there goes Jake. My head's probably going to be the clouds, but you're never going to miss me, guys. Too bad Melina right there is in Puerto Rico, man. You know, I would like her to come in person too. Maybe we could beam her up. We could have her on Snapchat.
I wouldn't mind either. You come over here, I'll go over there. It doesn't matter, but that's gonna be planned. Don't worry about it. It's gonna happen.
Yeah, I gotta meet you. I can't do this anymore. Our relationship's becoming strained. Come on. I don't want you in the middle of me and Christian anymore. Get out of the way, Christian.
Good for me, dude. There you go. There.
My ships, they finally got together.
There you go.
Oh, better.
Oh, come.
We will have a show next week, folks. Please stay tuned for whatever. Well, that's going to be. But please check us out June 12th over at the Melbourne-Viera Conference Center. Over at
Oh, look, he's
Inn.
flushed.
No, I'm tired.
And
I just want to let people know if you're coming, the greatest thing about Space Coast Comic Con, it is a testament, and just like the Bocus movie when I mentioned to Jake, this is a love letter to the Space Coast and their testament of everybody who has been with them, just like Anthony, just like everybody who's been with the team at Space Coast Comic Con. It is family oriented, and I think that's the biggest thing that separates this convention from the others, is that there is a camaraderie. You're not just networking, you're building a new family that you've never had before, and a geekdom family that just
an extended
continually
family,
expands.
right? An extended family.
Exactly. A very extended family, and it's a family it's a family reunion you want to go to every year.
Very lovely. That's nice.
So, everybody, thank you for joining us out there. We'll see you next week. Please stay safe. Everybody, you guys in the panel, please stay around. We'll just have some closing thoughts after which. But thank you so much for joining us, and take care.
Thanks
Bye
for having
me.
us, man.
Thank you.